I need to get this out of me so badly, and I need to fucking tell somebody, so I'll just tell the fucking internet. This has nothing to do with what my channel is about, but I just want people to know who I am as a person. When I get obsessed with something, and I mean, like it usually just happens with comedy and music. Rarely it's a topic like trans. But that was a more personal kind of one to me. Um, and even then, it doesn't top music or comedy. It's just something I put out here, the trans thing. But I just want to, I need to get this out of me so badly. Oh, I love so much that I am Irish. I absolutely, I feel it in my core, in who I am as a person. And I would not have had that opportunity. I would not have had the opportunity to be Irish, to be truly Irish, if I wasn't adopted. And I would not have, I won't get into the politics of everything, but I would not have the rich language of English, but Irish English. If you can, like, I just need to publicly, like, just, okay, I have to. You're watching me fucking come on fucking talking about music. This is what's happening right now, because I need to get this out. I need to, to somebody. Okay, not 2 minutes in, I'll get to the point. This song, The Rocky Road to Dublin, that has been in my core from childhood. If you can watch somebody fucking say that fluently from their fucking heart and understand where it came from. The Dubliners were where I knew it from. Luke Kelly is who I knew it from. This was a white man with a fucking ginger afro. That man was fucking amazing to me. Everything about his sharp, pointy face, his mouth, everything. Irish, Dublin, proper Dublin. And just to focus on him, the fact that he was able to say that poem, I have always wanted to say that, to be able to sing that from my core, because it just, fantastic. It hits all the fucking time. And if you can properly say that, if you can articulate that and get people to understand what you're saying and take them on that story, but the whole song is just a jig. It's just this jig that just keeps going. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, whack for laldi-da. But there's a whole, everybody knows that. But if you can understand the text of that, I've read it so many times before, and I'm just like, my mind cannot even comprehend the tempo that song is sang at, the pace that song is sang at, the story that's coming at you, and it's just poetry upon poetry upon poetry. And I researched it today, and shit, I'm not going to remember the guy's name, but it's a Galway poet, DK something, 19th century. From the 19th century, to be able to look at that and to be able to understand that and feel it to your core, and know, like, all the Irish characters that I've, like, met along the way, and just to know, like, that the language, the way the Irish people use language, it fucking flows, man. It flows and it tells a story like no other language. English is good at being descriptive. Dutch is very good at being descriptive. But I'm talking about just storytelling. Like, storytelling was built into the Irish language. It was built, everything we saw as Irish people. And I have to. I know I'm adopted from Romania. But you cannot tell me that the vibes people leave around you do not affect you. And I was affected by good vibes in Ireland. I was affected by nothing but good vibes in Ireland. And I tried to be nothing but good vibes anytime I was meeting new people. I tried my hardest, because it was just the way it was, you know? And yeah, being able to tell stories, being able to be descriptive with language, you know? Um, it's beautiful. I can't even begin, but I'm so happy. I have a very good friend of mine who is trying to like learn the language fluently as an adult, like to reclaim the culture of it. And I just think it's such a beautiful thing to do, because it is such a beautiful language. And I didn't appreciate it when I was younger, because I just wanted to be able to understand everybody around me, you know? And that's how, like, I don't know, that's how kind of colonizing ends up winning. But I still think, yeah, Ireland is making a comeback. Who was it? I think it was my friend who's relearning the language. There was a kid who came from the Ukraine and moved to like the west of Ireland, where this poet is, where this poet is from. My favorite place in the world, in the fucking world, is Galway, and I don't know why. It just is. It just is. I. It's just a. I absolutely love it. So to know that this kid is kind of over. A kid from the Ukraine, you know, everybody should be teaching them English, but the older generation are teaching them Irish, and other people are teaching them Irish, and just to watch them on TV just speaking Irish, you're like, wow, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And the more we introduce kids to two languages at a time, the easier it is for them to pick up more languages. Just on another note, yeah. Anyway, that was my musical. You can't. No, I have to keep talking about it. I have to. The story starts in the Rocky Road to Dublin. If you can read it and you can understand it, the story starts about this guy in Galway, you know, saying good luck to his mother and father. He's heading off to Liverpool, find some work for himself, earn a bit of dosh for himself. And, you know, starts off with him kissing his mum, saying goodbye to his dad, having a drink, walking, doing his best to get to Dublin, to get a boat over to Liverpool to go working, and talking about cutting himself down a stick to chase away ghosts and dogs along the way. Yeah, it's there's just a whole story to it, and you can just see it laid out in front of you. And I want so badly to be able to get that text here, because I feel it here, and I just need to connect these things to fucking and I know I'll do it because I'm fucking stubborn. And me with obsessions, I have been playing this song since about 7 o'clock, pretty much on a loop, different versions, reading the text. That's 3 hours. That's 3 hours of listening to a less than 3 minute song. The one bit that I really want to learn, the Dubliners version. There are longer versions, there are different versions, but this one I want to learn, and I have listened to it on a loop on Spotify for the last 3 fucking hours, man. Anyway, I really want to meet more people who are as interested in music as I am, because when I ask people, like, music does crazy things to me. Crazy things. Music, comedy, storytelling, all of these things. I fucking absolutely love it. And I don't want to slag this person off too much, but I was like, meeting somebody new for the first time, like, are you into music? Yeah, I'm really into music. What do you what do you listen to? And it's like, they give you one kind of band. And you're like, okay, is there more to that? It's like, no, this is kind of it. Okay. We might only be a match in some ways, I think. Because when I say I'm crazy about music, this is what I mean when I say I'm crazy about music. Good night.